Tax relief is not a big deal for low-income earners, and for the homeless, relief for them is a safe place to sleep at night. Next week, funding for more than 70 shelter beds in Greater Victoria will dry up, and that means that those beds will disappear. And the government has cut off money to feed Victoria's homeless as well. All this comes as a state-of-the-art emergency shelter and transitional housing centre is getting set to open. Tonight, new at 6, we can give you your first look inside.
Victoria's new emergency shelter and transitional housing centre is bigger and brighter, and its manager can't wait for it to open next week.
Got some ability to just have enough space that people can be in different spaces in the building.
A News followed McTavish and a group from Vancouver Island in 2008 as it toured Portland's facilities built for the homeless. McTavish says he learned a lot from that experience, including the ideas in the new project.
I mean, the fact that they were integrated with the neighborhood. When we saw that one building sort of trying to help people with their addictions, and right across the park was the Montessori school, I mean, it's obvious that social services can live right in areas of other businesses and residences going on. So we just really tried to take that to heart.
Inside is where the less fortunate will see big differences. At Street Lake, the region's current emergency shelter, tight quarters often force clients onto the street. The new centre has solved that problem with an open courtyard and a large dining area, complete with a professional kitchen. Other improvements will see a maximum of 4 people housed in a room, and they will be allowed to stay in their rooms for most of the day due to increased security. Families suddenly finding themselves homeless will be able to access emergency rooms, allowing them to stay together. And there is transitional housing for those working to find their own place to live. But on the same day these 108 emergency shelter beds and transitional units open, Greater Victoria is going to lose 72 emergency spaces to sleep at night. And homeless advocates say that's going to make it a lot tougher for people with pets and couples to find a safe place to sleep. 40 of those emergency beds, or more appropriately mats, are located in the basement of St. John the Divine.
Some nights they're full, but often they're not. There'd be typically 20, 25 people, but when there's bad weather or more people around, then sometimes we've needed all 40.
They're going to be missed because they're really low barrier. You just come in, you lie down, you can bring your pet, you can, come and go a little bit if you're managing an addiction or a drinking issue. You can have some, your couples can lie down together.
As McTavish worries how the city's homeless will deal with the closures, he is equally concerned what will happen to the more than 60 people who rely on the centre for something to eat every day. The province recently denied his organization gaming money, funds that were used to provide those meals.
But that does mean that some of those people that we found housing for that relied on that meal will be wondering what they're going to be doing.
And advocates say unless the province comes up with more money and quickly, when Victoria opens its new centre, more people could end up sleeping outside and more people will be going hungry. In Victoria, Stephen Andrew, A News.